सर्वप्रथम महर्षी कनाद यांना वंदन. नमस्कार मित्रांनो, फिजिक्स फॉर महाराष्ट्र या आपल्या यूट्यूब चॅनलवर आपले सहर्ष स्वागत. महाराष्ट्रातील ग्रामीण विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी आणि जे विद्यार्थी क्लासेस अफोर्ड करू शकत नाही अशा सर्वांसाठी ही लेक्चर सिरीज मी सुरू केली आहे. यात आपण 2020च्या नवीन स्टेट बोर्ड सिलेबसनुसार संपूर्ण फिजिक्स कव्हर करणार आहोत. हा व्हिडिओ बायलँग्वेज असेल, म्हणजेच इंग्लिश आणि मराठीमध्ये असेल. व्हिडिओ शेअर करा आणि फ्री क्वालिटी एज्युकेशनच्या चळवळीत सहभागी व्हा. चला तर मग सुरू करूया. आज आपण कायनेमॅटिक्स ऑफ सर्क्युलर मोशन बघणार आहोत. पहिला आपण बघू व्हॉट इज कायनेमॅटिक्स. जर आपण सर्क्युलर मोशनचं ॲनालिसिस फोर्सेस कन्सिडर न करता करत असू तर त्यावेळेस त्याला आपण म्हणतो कायनेमॅटिक्स. सो ह्या केसमध्ये जितके बी ॲनालिसिस आपण करणार आहोत, जितक्या टर्म आपण बघणार आहोत, त्यात आपण फोर्सेसचा विचार करत नाही आहे. सो वी कॉल इट ॲज अ कायनेमॅटिक्स. त्यातली पहिली टर्म आपण बघूया, अँग्युलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट. So angular displacement is analogous to the displacement in linear motion. Linear motion मध्ये जसं displacement असतं, that is the change of position, तसंच circular motion असतं angular displacement. Now we see one object is moving on the circle from one point to the another point. Then it will display some angle with respect to center. That is this angle. Okay, when it moving from one point to the another point. So this angle is called as a angular displacement. Okay, so which is denoted by the theta, and we already know that the SI unit of angle is radian. So SI unit of angular displacement is also radian. Now we will see the second term, that is the angular velocity. So angular velocity is the term analogous to the velocity in linear motion. So in linear motion, velocity is nothing but change of displacement per unit time. So in case of angular velocity, which is denoted by omega, the change of angular displacement divided by change of time, we call it as a angular displacement. And as we know that the unit of a angular displacement is radian and the unit of the time is the second. So unit of angular velocity is radian per second. Now in circular motion, suppose object is at this particular point, it having the two velocities, that is it having the angular velocity due to the circular motion, as well as it having linear motion also, or linear velocity also in the tangential direction. Now there is a relationship between this linear velocity and angular velocity, and that relation is linear velocity is equal to angular velocity into r. R is the radius vector, omega is the angular velocity, and v is the linear velocity in this particular same object. We can also find out the omega, that is the angular velocity, by the frequency. Now suppose the object is revolving on this particular circle and it will start moving from this point, and after some time it will again reach to this particular point. Then this particular time is called as a period of a circular motion, and which is denoted by the time t. Now जर हा ऑब्जेक्ट एका मिनिटामध्ये 20 रिव्हॉल्यूशन करत असेल, 20 वेळा फिरून परत त्या पोझिशनला येत असेल, तर आपण फ्रिक्वेन्सी काढू शकतो. त्याची फ्रिक्वेन्सी इज इक्वल टू 20 is the number of revolution, and divided by, suppose we require the 1 minute, or we call it as a 60 seconds. Then we get the frequency as 1/3, okay, revolution per seconds. And we know that n is equal to 1/t, that is the frequency is equal to 1 upon period. Then we can easily find out that t is equal to 3 in this seconds, or we called it at that for the one revolution we require the 3 seconds. Then from frequency and time we can find out the angular velocity. So omega, or angular velocity, is equal to 2 pi n, or is equal to 2 pi divided by t, as n is equal to 1/t, where n is the frequency of revolution and t is the period of a revolution. Now we know that the omega is the vector quantity. That means it having magnitude as well as the direction. We already seen how to calculate the magnitude. We can calculate the magnitude by d theta by dt, or we can find out the magnitude by v divided by r, or we can also find out the magnitude of the omega is equal to 2 pi n is equal to 2 pi divided by t. So these are the different methods by which we can calculate the magnitude. Now what is the direction? Okay, for the direction we require the right hand thumb rule. So what is the right hand thumb rule? Suppose the object is rotating in this direction, or we call it as the anti-clockwise direction. So we have to take a right hand and we have to curl our finger in the anti-clockwise direction in the same direction of a motion, and after that we have to stretch our thumb. Okay, so this stretching thumb is showing the direction of omega, or we call it as this is the direction of angular velocity. Similarly, suppose the object is rotating in clockwise direction, then also we have to take the right hand and we have to curl our finger in the direction of this motion. After that we have to stretch our thumb, and the stretched thumb will showing the direction of omega. So this is the right hand thumb rule. सो या केसमध्ये आपण काय केलं की सपोज हा ऑब्जेक्ट घड्याळाच्या विरुद्ध दिशेने फिरतोय, सो त्या केसमध्ये आपण आपल्या उजव्या हाताची बोटे मोशनच्या साइडनी वळवायची आहेत, जसे आपण वळवले घड्याळाच्या विरुद्ध दिशेला, आणि त्यानंतर आपला अंगठा वरती स्ट्रेच करायचा आहे. सो जो अंगठा आपण स्ट्रेच केलेला आहे दॅट विल शोविंग द डायरेक्शन ऑफ ओमेगा, और वी कॉल इट एज अ राइट हैंड थंब रूल. Now next term is the angular acceleration, but before we will go for the angular acceleration, we will first see the two important phenomena, that is the uniform circular motion, or we call it as a UCM, and non-uniform circular motion. Now first, what is uniform circular motion? Okay, now we know that suppose this object P is rotating on the circle, then it having the linear velocity. Now this linear velocity is also vector quantity which having the direction as well as the magnitude. Now we know that the direction of this V is continuously changing, or it is tangent to the circle. So at each point, so direction is continuously changing. But if magnitude of this V is not changing, or it is constant throughout the rotation, then we call it as a uniform circular motion. For example, suppose we start the fan, and after 1 minute the fan will start rotating uniformly at particular speed, then the motion we call it as a uniform circular motion, in which the V magnitude of a V is not changing, and while the magnitude is not changing, so magnitude of the linear velocity is not changing, so the magnitude of angular velocity also constant. Now what is the relation? Now in the uniform circular motion there are also two acceleration. Now first of all, one acceleration is radial acceleration, which is acting on the radius, and second acceleration is tangential acceleration, or tangential linear acceleration. Now this is the linear acceleration. I will repeating again, this is the linear acceleration, this is not angular acceleration. Okay, suppose this is the point, it having two acceleration, tangential and radial. Now the radial, in this case the magnitude of the V is constant, so AT will becomes 0, or it does not perform any role in the circular motion, because the magnitude of this V is constant, and as it is not changing, the acceleration is also becomes 0, because we know that the change of velocity per unit time we call it as the acceleration, or as magnitude is constant, AT becomes 0, but the direction of the V is continuously changing, and the responsible AR is responsible for this direction change, or we call it as the radial acceleration is responsible for this direction change, and this radial acceleration is acting toward the center. So this acceleration AR we call it as a centripetal, or it likes center, so we call it as a centripetal acceleration. As it is directed towards the center, it is denoted by the negative sign. Okay, so it is always denoted by the negative side. Now we will find out the relationship between rotation angular velocity and this centripetal acceleration. So centripetal acceleration or AR, or we also call it as the radial acceleration, is equal to, as negative sign is for it is toward the center, so we have given the negative sign. After that it is omega square into r, as V is equal to r omega. In this case we can adding one extra, we can multiply that formula by one extra omega, so we get the acceleration as omega square r. Now we know that the omega is V into r, so we can also reduce that formula into V square upon r. Okay, A is equal to V square upon r, or we can also write down that V into omega. Okay, so this is the only modification in the formula. So this is the radial acceleration. So you have to keep remember, in the uniform circular motion there is only radial acceleration or centripetal acceleration is acting, and the tangential acceleration is 0. So omega, or we call it as a angular velocity, is also remains constant. Okay, नेक्स्ट टर्म आहे नॉन युनिफॉर्म सर्क्युलर मोशन. आपण आत्ताच बघितलं युनिफॉर्म सर्क्युलर मोशन जी लिनियर व्हेलॉसिटी असते ती कॉन्स्टंट असते. जर लिनियर व्हेलॉसिटी व्हॅरी करत असेल किंवा त्याचं मॅग्निट्यूड चेंज होत असेल तर आपल्याला जी सर्क्युलर मोशन मिळते त्याला आपण म्हणतो नॉन युनिफॉर्म सर्क्युलर मोशन. सो युनिफॉर्म सर्क्युलर मोशनमध्ये magnitude of the linear velocity is constant but direction is continuously changing, and in non-uniform circular motion the direction and magnitude is continuously changing of a linear velocity. Okay, so during this to change the magnitude, the acceleration responsible is tangential acceleration. In case of uniform acceleration, the tangential acceleration is 0, and for the direction changing, the acceleration responsible is the radial acceleration, or we call it as a centripetal acceleration. Okay, so in this case AT and AR both are acting, and omega is also changing due to the change in the magnitude of this linear velocity. Now the example of this type of motion is when we start the fan or off the fan, the speed of the particle of the fan go on increasing or decreasing for some time. However, their direction are always tangential to their circular trajectory. The acceleration responsible for changing the magnitude of the velocity is directed along or opposite to the velocity, hence always tangential, and we call it as a tangential acceleration. So the points to be remembered in non-uniform acceleration, there are non-uniform circular motion, there are two acceleration acting, tangential acceleration and radial acceleration. For non-uniform circular motion, the magnitude of AR is not constant. That is also important point. Now we will see when omega is changes its speed per unit time, then acceleration comes into the circular motion, and that circular motion acceleration is called as angular acceleration, which is denoted by alpha and which is analogous to the acceleration in the linear motion. Now as the magnitude of tangential velocity V is changing during a non-uniform circular motion, the corresponding angular velocity omega is also changing at every instant. So the change of angular velocity per unit time is called as a angular acceleration, and the unit of the angular acceleration is radian per second square. Now if the angular acceleration alpha is constant and along the axis of rotation, all the theta, omega and alpha will be directed along the axis. This is a very important point. Now we got the direction, we got the magnitude of the angular acceleration. As it is a vector quantity, we will check the direction of angular acceleration. Again, the direction of the angular acceleration, when speed is increasing, it is directed along the direction of angular velocity. Okay, so G angular velocity ची डायरेक्शन असेल तीच angular acceleration ची पण डायरेक्शन असेल जर स्पीड इंक्रीज होत असेल तर. And whenever the speed is decreasing, the direction of a angular acceleration is opposite to the direction of angular velocity. So you have to keep remember, when speed increasing, both the direction of angular velocity and alpha is in the same direction. When speed is decreasing, the direction of velocity and angular velocity and direction of angular acceleration are opposite in direction. Thank you for watching this video. होप तुम्हाला हा व्हिडिओ समजला असेल. तुम्हाला जर काही क्वेश्चन असतील तर तुम्ही मला मेल करू शकता. माय नेम इज 21714@gmail.com या मेलवर, किंवा तुम्ही मला व्हॉट्सॲपही करू शकता 7588557203 या नंबरवर. माझ्या चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा, या व्हिडिओला लाईक करा आणि व्हिडिओ शेअर करायला विसरू नका. थँक्स वन्स अगेन.